Its will for Magic the Friendly Tavern. And guess what? Released on Arena today. Of course, it's Crimson Vow. And guess what? I got some packs for us to open. 14 of them, as a matter of fact. So let's dig in and see what we get. We're only going to be looking at the rares, though, so we can move fast, through this video that we don't get hung up. Well, I guess we'll look at this uncommon. 3 mana, choose one or both. Creature gets +0 or +1/+0 until end of turn. Target vampire you control deals damage equal to its power to another creature. It's alright. I've been hearing things about this set. The truth is, I didn't really look at this set much. I don't know what's all in this set at all. As long as you control 7 or more enchantments, creatures you control have flying and vigilance. Whenever you cast an enchantment spell, create a white spirit creature token with this creature's power and toughness equal to the number of spirits you control. Spirits and enchantments, huh? It's interesting, to say the least. So let's keep moving. Hopefully there's some good commons and uncommons in this set. That's usually what saves me anyway. 7 mana, 5/5, or flying 6/6. At the beginning of your end step, sacrifice a non-demon creature. If you do, create a token that's a copy of Dreadfast Demon. Interesting. That's a drawback. Because you have to sacrifice it, and then you get a copy of Dreadfast Demon, which means next turn you have to sacrifice 2 creatures. And so on and so forth. But they will stay, they don't sacrifice each other, so they do stay in play. But 7 mana for a 6/6 flyer? I mean, if this was like a, a 5 mana flying 6/6 with that drawback, that'd be alright. Now, I guess they think that that's a plus thing. I'm not sure. What's next? Splendid Reclamation. Return all land cards from your graveyard to battlefield tap. Good card. Really good card. We've seen it before. Reprint. Doesn't always come up that useful, though. You got to have synergy with it. Alright, look, hey, we got Sorin the Mirthless. Now, this guy's actually alright. 4 mana for 4 loyalty on a Planeswalker. +1, look at the top card of your library. You may reveal that card and put it into your hand. If you do, you lose life equal to its mana value. That's fine. That's really good. Create a 2/3 black vampire creature with flying and lifelink. It's actually a pretty large token for just a -2 on a 4 Planeswalker. I mean, he's not going to be broken or anything. He's not the new Jace the Mind Sculptor or anything, but he's alright. Alright, we got a Mythic. Oh, we got the Cemetery Gatekeeper. Everybody's looking for this guy. He's like 30 bucks in paper. This is a 2 mana, 2/1 first strike. Whenever Cemetery Gatekeeper enters the battlefield, exile a card from your graveyard. Whenever a player plays a land or casts a spell that shares a card type with the exiled card, the Gatekeeper deals 2 damage to them. So, nice. And a Hate Bear. And the only style that red knows how, damage. Then we're going to be looking at another Mythic. Aren't we lucky today? Jacob Hauken, Inspector, 2 mana for a 0/2. Tap to draw a card, then exile a card from your hand face down. You may look at that card for as long as it remains exiled, and you may pay 3. If you do, transform the Inspector. And then he becomes Hawkins Insight. At the beginning of your upkeep, exile the top card of your library face down. You may look at that card as long as it remains exiled. During each of your turns, you may play a land or cast a spell from among the cards exiled with this permanent without paying its mana cost. He's alright. He's alright. Still, that's a lot of hoops. Oh, another Dreadfast Demon. Oh, we got multiples of him, huh? Look at this common, uncommon for right quick. 4 mana, 2/5. 4 mana to create a 2/2 wolf creature. Trample. Other creatures you control get +1/+0. His Nightbound side's good, but his front side's awful. Oh boy, now I see what people are saying about this set. Excuse me. Alright, what do we got now? 3 mana, 3/1 flyer. I like that. At the beginning of combat on your turn, choose one. Tap target creature. Target creature doesn't untap during its controller's next untap step. Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. That's going to be good in my Delver decks. You know, it'll be alright. What we got next? I want to look at this. It's a 2-mana 3/1. Tap it to deal 2 damage to myself and exile the top card of my library, and then I can play it this turn. Whenever I play a card exile with her, I can transform her, and she's a 4/3 that can't block. That's pretty decent, actually, for an uncommon. Kind of like that. It's weird. Uprising, 4 mana for an enchantment. At the beginning of your end step, create a 1/1 red human creature token. If you control exactly 13 permanents, you may sacrifice the Uprising. If you do it, deal 7 damage to any target. It's alright. Next up, we are going to Dollhouse. 5 mana, pay 1, tap it, exile creature card from your graveyard. Create a token that's a copy of the exile creature, except for it's a 0/0 construct in addition to its other types, and it has this creature gets +1/+1 for each construct you control. It gains haste until end of turn, activate only as a sorcery. Weird. Too expensive, but weird. No, that's slow going. How slow do they want to set down the new standard? Each player chooses a non-land permanent they control. Return all non-land permanents not chosen this way to their owner's hand. Then you draw a card for each opponent who has more cards in their hand than you. They get to pick their best thing to stay in play, but you do get to draw cards. It's not good. Really not good. Let's see. Oh, we got another one of those. A 3 mana 3/1. Yes, tap target creature or make them stay untapped. I like that creature. That creature's gonna go in a couple of decks. All right, what do we got here? A green mana, 1 green for a 2/1. When it enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it, if you control a permanent with a mana value 4 or greater, so it gets bigger if you top deck it. Whenever you cast a spell with a mana 4 or greater, it gets +1/+1 counter. A 1 mana 2/1 that can get bigger, later in the game. That's great. That's great. This card's fine. This card is quality. Maybe not the greatest card ever, but it's still pretty decent. It could have used a keyword at least. Maybe like vigilance or trample. Discard your hand, then draw a card for each card you discarded this turn. It's a wheel. It's a wheel that cares about how many cards you discarded this turn, so this can do some work. It's not bad. We're pretty much at the end of the video, so we're going to look at this. Whenever you cast an enchantment spell, you gain 2 life. That's just horrible. Ooh, 2 mana 1/1 double strike, and we can turn it into an aura that gives the creature double strike. It exiles if the aura is destroyed or the creature goes away, I guess, if it would go into the graveyard. That's good. This guy's not bad. Maybe the power lies in the uncommons and commons. There's a theory called the weak versus strong set, and I'm not really talking about power level. I'm talking about shifting power level to the lower rarity. So it makes rares and mythics less powerful, but it makes the uncommons and commons strength go up. And that would be a weak set. And then one where the mythics and the rares are really strong. Then the commons and uncommons are weak. That would be a strong set. And another thing about weak and strong sets is a weak set is meant to slow down the format, when a strong set is meant to speed up a format. Now, this is just a theory. I'm not saying this is exactly what happens with every set, or they plan this, but it seems like it's true. Anyways, I got to go back and do my dailies now. I have some pretty good ones. We'll see y'all later at the tavern, travelers and guests. This has been Will for Magic, the Friendly Tavern. Have great pack pulls, and as always, happy games.